This is my Ninja 16-piece NeverDull knife set. I use them all day, every day, for every meal that I cook, it seems. I've bought different knife sets in the past. I was never happy with their either function or they could never stay sharp or anything like that. I have none of these concerns with this Ninja NeverDull knife set. This 16-piece set includes an 8-inch chef's knife, a Santoku knife, which is great for chopping vegetables. The edge on the side makes great for scraping vegetables and picking them up off the cutting board. This is an 8-inch bread knife. Now, this is the only knife that's not allowed to go into the sharpener, but the tines on this bread knife are very, very sharp. You can slice your most fragile breads without them being crushed. I love it. This is a carving knife. This carving knife is great for carving chickens and turkeys and small roasts. I use it regularly. You'll get nice, even slices with it. A set of kitchen shears. These shears come apart for easy cleaning. They go back together for easy cleaning. They're great for cutting the backbone out of chickens and any other type of need that you might have for shears in your kitchen. Do not put these in the sharpening system. This is a boning knife. This is great for going in and deboning chickens and deboning a roast or something like that. Excellent knife. See the fillet type of shape to it? Excellent for filleting. This is a utility knife. I use this knife regularly. And finally, a paring knife. Very nice for doing fine work with vegetables and fruit and things like that. And then it comes with 8 5-inch steak knives. Now, I like to slice my steaks, not saw my steaks. These knives are very sharp. They just cleanly slice through any steak that you have on your plate. Now, this all comes in this nice, attractive knife block. This knife block actually has little suction cups underneath it to help it stay still on the counter. This also comes with a knife sharpening system. And this knife sharpening system, you could hear those little suction cups right there when I picked that up, actually has a window here that you can see the knife. It might be difficult to see in this particular video, but you simply take your knife, insert it, and then you just move this back and forth. It glides very easy, very simple. They say to do that about 10 times. There is a honing wheel on the inside. That honing wheel is accessible from the bottom. They suggest that you replace that honing wheel every 2 years. Meanwhile, they also suggest that you sharpen your knives about every 10 times you use them. So I'm going to continue to sharpen the chef's knife. It's truly that simple. The knife is locked into place while it's being sharpened. And then there's this lever here. You pull down on this lever, that releases the knife. Now, what you should do is wipe this knife off with a paper towel or something like that. after you sharpen it to get any sort of metal residue off of it. Now, to show you how sharp this knife is, this is a pretty large baking potato here. And you'll see that this knife will go right through this potato without any problem. Look at that. It was almost like going through butter. Like nothing. So, all of these knives are just as sharp, but they all have a different function and a different utility to them. Pick them up. I've had these knives for 3 years now. I've never had any problems with them. One word of caution, these knives are very, very, very sharp, but the most dangerous thing in the kitchen is not a sharp knife. It's a dull knife. And with these sharp knives, they cleanly cut into your vegetables and they don't rock and slip like with a dull knife. If you were slicing an onion or something, that knife might slip because it didn't cut into the vegetable properly. And if it slips, you're out of control. You want to stay in control with your knives. Pick up a set. They do come in different sizes. I went with a 16-piece because I wanted the variety of functions. I also wanted the 8 steak knives here. But like I said, they do come in different sizes. Check them out.